YouTube, LJ Draco here. Yes, so today's video, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be recording a few of these videos today and uploading them throughout the next few weeks. I am in the middle of reviewing the Marvel movies, but I thought due to yesterday's release of Toy Story 4, I thought I would do my 3D reviews for the Toy Story Quadrilogy. Now I checked my channel and I thought I already did one for Toy Stories. I can't find any video on my channel of me 3D reviewing the Toy Story movies, so I must have got those after reviewing. So we'll do them in order and give it a little bit of a rating. So Toy Story 1, the original Toy Story, I think 95 this movie came out. Yeah, so story-wise, it's one of the best Disney Pixar movies and Disney movies to exist, especially from the 90s. It's the most memorable, it's the most impacting, and in fairness, it's also quite intelligent for a lot of the Disney Pixar movies. This is just one of those ones that when you think of Disney Pixar, it's just one of the first ones you think of. For its story and for the picture quality on Blu-ray, this definitely gets a 5 out of 5 for the 2D release. Just perfect story, perfect picture, everything about it is amazing. 3D, it's 60-40. It's 60% depth, 40% pop. So for a 3D standpoint, I have to give it a 4.5 out of 5. Just because if it was 50-50, I could give it a 5 out of 5. I can't just because of that. But it's still, the 4.5 out of 5 is tying in with, it's still enjoyable. It still adds things to the movie that the 2D does not. And I'd still rather watch the 3D version of Toy Story. Toy Story 2, if I'm not mistaken, this came out in '99. This is my favourite out of the franchise just because of Jesse's character. Jesse's story is probably the most emotional and impacting story throughout all the Toy Story movies. Just also a much better storyline, better character developments. So, I mean, for 2D and for picture quality, 5 out of 5 again for the 2D. Definitely just an enjoyable movie. It's the best out of the franchise. 3D is the exact same as Toy Story 1, so it does get a 4.5 out of 5. But yet again, I'd still rather watch this in 3D due to the 3D still adds something different that the 2D does not give you. That level of depth and that little bit of pop out that you get, it just makes the viewing more enjoyable. Toy Story 3, my least favourite out of this quadrilogy. Story is okay, I just think they did go a little bit too dark. Not just that, I wasn't interested in the story as much. I did like the Andy story and Bonnie's story. I just thought this was a little bit too let down. Picture quality and like I said, the story's okay. The movie itself gets a 4.5 out of 5 just because it is still an enjoyable Toy Story movie. It misses that extra half a star due to I was not invested in much of this one at all. 3D, I guess the same 4.5 out of 5 because it's the exact same 3D used for the first two. And yet again, I'd still rather watch it in 3D because it does add something. There's no way of saying that sentence that is sounding completely wrong. Anyway, so 4.5 out of 5 for both 2D and 3D on that one. Then we have Toy Story 4, which came out yesterday. Yes, so 3D is exactly the same as those because there's just that 40-60. They haven't changed much of it at all. I don't see a difference. I mean, they all have consistent 3D. 2D wise, this definitely, for me, it goes Toy Story 2, 1, 4, 3. So, story and picture, this definitely gets a 5 out of 5. 3D, it still gets a 4.5 out of 5. Which does suck. But you do notice a lot more with these movies. You do notice the depth quite a bit, and it does add some texture to certain parts of the stories. Apart from Toy Story 4 is letterbox, and I'm pretty sure that Toy Story 1, 2, and 3 are full frame, so that's kind of annoying. But you can get past it. Yeah, so that's the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video and previous videos, don't forget to strike the like for future videos. And if you're new to my channel and only seen a couple of my videos, click the subscribe button down below. I'd surely appreciate it. Anyway, take care, you wonderful, wonderful people, and I shall see you next time. Bye-bye!